How is it, Raider Nation? We all could breathe a sign of relief after this past Sunday, where many of us thought Ashton Jeanty's reported injury was season-ending. But the football gods let us know that they're with us, and that was not the case, because just as we thought Ashton Jeanty did not have a season-ending injury, they do not believe it's long-term. It's an ankle sprain. Some are saying it's not even a high ankle sprain. It could be a low ankle sprain. And we're just going to have to wait and see how long this injury keeps him off the field. Do not expect them back anytime soon leading up to the first game of the season, maybe game week. We'll see how that goes. And worst case scenario for this, Jeanty, he misses the first 2 games of the season. I expect him to be back before then. I don't expect him to miss any time after that, after those 2 games. But worst case scenario, he misses the first 2 games. And we see Mike Washington get in that backfield and do his thing. He's been good all training camp long, all off season long, and in the preseason, you could see that burst of speed and why we took him and why he should have been taken higher than in the 4th round, I believe. With that being said, Raider fans, whew, we were there, man. We're just waiting for that confirmation that it wasn't long term. It didn't sound good to start with. It didn't look good to start with. But the football gods let us know they're with us, and Jeanty will be all right. He's gonna be back with us. We just don't know when during this, I believe, before the 3rd game of the season. With that being said, the Raiders are going into the final preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers this week. And I expect to see most of our starters not playing, or none of our starters playing. I believe we're going to see Fernando Mendoza get those important reps. Probably can play the first half or at least a quarter. And then we're going to see the Aiden O'Connell show in the second half. Mike Washington, I don't know if he's going to play or not, just depending the situation with Jeanty. Maybe a series or two. On the defensive side, we probably can be the same as last week. Our backups are in there. And we're going to see who wants to make this roster, because cut day is coming up in next few, I think, next week, I believe. If not, the week before the first game of the season. So with that, this is the last time to show who wants to stay or give a last impression on the coaching staff and where this team wants to go, because we're a team full of young guys and they want to find those guys that are going to be here for long term and they can see building with them. Nothing much other than that. With the preseason game, I expect to see, put it all together for these backups. And we're going to go into week 1 at home, must win against the Miami Dolphins with a 53-man roster that it's on paper to look way better than it has over the last few years. And this team's going to look better than it has these last few years. It's been tough, but here we are. We're almost there. Football's almost back. And remember, we could breathe the sign of relief, Raider Nation. Ashton Jeanty will be back. We just don't know when. And just hope that it doesn't linger all year. And just give them time to recover, time to come back. Don't rush them in. I don't expect them to rush him back in. Just make sure that gets 100% healthy before he comes back on the field, because we don't want this to turn into a long-term situation where it gets worse throughout the season, or even it just leads to a more difficult recovery for Jeanty, because he's probably the second most important part of this offense other than Brock Bowers, and probably other than Max Crosby, the most important player on this team. And just let him ease back into things, make sure he's 100%, get the ball rolling. But with that being said, thank you guys once again. And until next time, hopefully these Raiders get that dub on Thursday. Thank you.